Good morning. Good morning. The my public presentation slash community forum that I attended, I went to. It was in the auditorium. A Muslim woman named Pawasha Kakara. Her her presentation was about women's roles in violence and building peace. She works for the United States Institution of Peace, which believes that a world of peace is possible. She comes from a refugee family. She is big on women, religion, and peace building. She's a religious women's negotiating on. She works with religious women that work on the front lines in Afghanistan. They're usually older women. They use the older women because like they're invisible. They kind of go unnoticed. Like they don't look suspicious. They have moral voices. Like they're old and the like Taliban men respect them and their authority, which would kind of go with like the moral voices kind of thing. She was talking about Afghanistan women being integrated in the delegation of the Doha talks, which is it's in Afghanistan, and it's like like if President Trump was talking with all his delegates and things like that, but now they include include those women. But it's from like multiple religions. Um, she is a theologian, philosopher, and yeah, she works with the youth. The main thing was about the presentation was the presence of the Taliban and Islam and the women being able to create peace. And then I also went to another community forum. It was NA meeting here in Newton at First Mennonite Church. I did that November 19th, and it went really good. It was not what I was expecting, I tell you what. It had some surprises, definitely. Like, there was a 13-year-old girl there that surprised the mess out of me. I really liked their community aspect. We began in prayer. We read from a book called Just for Today, which was very impactful. Like, it touched me, but like it resonated with everyone in the room. I'd imagine, because I saw a couple people getting teary-eyed crying after they would share like their experience. I met some cool people. I met Nancy, Aaron, Sandra, Jamie, Jaslyn, Jed, Daryl, and Clarissa. Sandra was probably like the person I remember the most about. She came from Europe. Her mom died when she was 3. Her mom was a heroin addict, and then her dad was an alcoholic. I'm not sure when, but she ended up getting adopted at a very young age, and just was never able to really overcome those kind of things, I suppose. So she just kind of fell into her genetic role. Like, her parents were both addicts, so now she realizes that it's like not the way, that like it doesn't cause her any happiness or anything like that. She like at one point she said it just makes you dumb for a few seconds, makes you forget, and then you come back to it, all your problems are still there. And she kind of refers to that as the pink cloud, and like in quotations, pink cloud, like she said that a lot. But pink cloud's like you on top of the world, everything's smooth sailing, and then boom, you have a baby or something. That's like my scenario. Like, I feel good right now, but if I were to have a kid, oh boy, like now what do I do now? That's kind of what the pink cloud is. So she kind of dismisses it, which is kind of sad, but at the same time it's good for her and her addiction, because she knows she's not on top. So like if she feels like she's on top, that makes her feel like she can go have a good time or drink or do whatever she does. God plays a big role. There's prayer, spiritual awakening. everyone has a chance to be the facilitator. They have to be at the program for 60 days, and then they can facilitate. When we first came in, or when we first started our session, we read about rules in the mission statement of the program. It's very safe. I really I liked it. Like, it was cool. But I had to buzz in when I got there, so yeah, it's cool. I like the community vibe and how everyone there is going through something and they're overcoming it. There's one man there, he had just got out the emergency room and he has like rashes all over his body. He has to walk around with a cane, and he was there like a day after he got out, and his sponsor told him not to, but that's how much he cares about getting past his addiction, because anytime he don't feel good, he wants to get messed up. So it's probably better for him to come there than just stay at home and just be depressed thinking about his addiction. Well, that's my public presentation / community forums. Have a blessed day. Thank you for listening.